Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Riot with Riot Tech. Today we have a special episode of the Creator Showdown doing a comparison between the Pulsar X2 Boardzy edition and the Pulsar X2 RandomFrankP edition. Both the same mouse, the same tech, and it's essentially the same mouse. But we're still doing it. We're still going to compare the two and really just break down the mouse, so let's get into it. So I will start off by saying that I swear that these mice were supposed to have different switches, and I bought both of them purely because I wanted to compare both of the switches between the Boardzy and the RandomFrankP edition, and I was wrong. Both of these mice are using the same exact switch, and these mice are almost identical outside of the design and outside of one other thing, but more on that in a second. First, let's start with the quality, the feeling, and the coating of the mouse. In terms of the quality, I didn't have any issues on either copy, and it's honestly really well built. As far as the feeling, I don't know why, but the first few days I was switching between the mice, the Boardzy edition felt a little heavier for some reason in my hand, specifically closer to the front of the mouse under the clicks, which again was weird to me given that both mice are essentially exactly the same. But after using it for a few days, that feeling went away. And now they both feel the same. So I don't know if it was something in the mouse or something was loose, or I have no idea. Maybe I just clicked enough that, now it feels good. I have no idea. But outside of that, there is one thing that is different, and that's the coating. In terms of the coating, the RandomFrankP edition definitely has a better coating than the initial Pulsar X2, but the Boardzy edition was honestly really surprised by the coating. So, right out of the box, the coating is honestly really solid. Personally, I would probably still end up using grip tape purely because it gives me more grip when my hands are sweaty. But for coating right out of the box, this is really, really, really good. The shape of the Pulsar is similar to the Lamzo Atlantis, with the slightly higher curve at the back of the mouse where the palm is, and the front of the mouse is pulled back and then pushed down a little bit. I can use Elo shapes to give you an example of that. Again, if you're looking at it through Elo shapes, it has a slightly higher curve at the back of the mouse, and the front of the mouse is pulled back and pushed down. So I want you to either pull back or push down the follow button for the YouTube algorithm. Moving to the weight, the original Pulsar is supposed to weigh in at 56 grams, with both of these mice coming in close to 59, slightly higher. Again, Pulsar is using the 3395 because of the updated switches in the coating. The sensor with 1000 hertz polling rate, and just like any other mice using the 3395, the sensor implementation is really solid. For the clicks, they use the Wano blue shelled pink dot switches for both mice compared to the original Kill 8.0s that they have in the original. And for, again, whatever reason, I swear that they were supposed to have different switches, but apparently that's not the case. But honestly, these switches are incredible. I haven't personally ever used a mouse with the pink dot switches, but these are, they're honestly the best switches that I've used on a mouse, and it's not even close. For the stock feet are honestly really solid too. They feel really good for stock feet. I honestly don't think there's going to be any reason for me to change these anytime soon. The Creator Showdown. Given that these mice are almost purely identical and exactly the same, I have to give the edge to Boardzy purely because of the coating. I don't know if anyone's seen Ron's Gone Wrong, but the coating was my best friend out of the box. Honestly, I really hope that more companies work with creators, because I feel like creators use mice all the time. They know exactly what they're looking for, what they want, the coating, the clicks, everything that you could think in a mouse. We know what we want. So I hope that more companies like Pulsar continue to listen to us and work with us in terms of making different products, because it's gonna help everyone. So outside of that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and if you forgot, be sure to pull back and push down on the like button. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.